Do you are you waiting on anything, or can we go at 450 if we want to?
We can go at 450.
Nice.
It's 450.
You know what's weird? I looked at it was 449, and I went, oh no, and then it changed right as you were talking. It is 450. You are correct.
Slow burn. Taking my time. There's a whole 60 seconds in this minute.
He's building up. He's building up to this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. One of us doesn't want to be here. Damon, how was your week? It was me. I didn't want to be here.
One of us doesn't care about Damon's week. Damon, how was your week?
Damon, how was
well,
whatever?
Let me start with my latest saga. I came from somewhere else to do this and wanted to change my clothes, and I brought clothes. Now let me point this out. Double dribble. But let me point out the fact that my clothes were actually folded and put in my room. Amazing.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Amazing, right?
Yeah, my clothes are too, but I'm the one who folds them and puts them in my room.
Okay. Now, fast forward to where we are now. Okay. The shirt I got was not mine.
That will remain
Correct.
a mystery.
And luckily for my daughter,
I have that on a shirt. If anyone would like to buy one, let me know.
Yeah. Luckily for my daughter, she is not my size. Okay.
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
yeah, the red shirt that looks just like my Hakuna Matata shirt. I was like, hey, I got this. No, that was not it. Oh, look at you. See? He's got a hang with monster.
You have a hang with monster.
Nobody likes
shirt.
a bragger.
Yeah, would you like to put that on?
Nobody likes a bragger. What is that? Like a medium?
That's
medium?
Medium? That might fit your
Is it a
cankle.
medium tall? Okay, because I'm tall. That's why a medium doesn't fit me. So anyway, yeah, so we're doing that. But I wanted to bring up this week, I was pressure washing. Okay? Nobody likes a bragger. I get it. But it's pressure
Is that
washing.
like when you're in a hurry and you have to get out of the shower real quick?
That's what I was. I actually have to apply a lot of pressure to certain areas of my body to get them clean. Yeah. So you can imagine. But anyway, you know what's weird? That's not, I do believe that. But it's not a lot of pressure. It's just a lot of maintenance.
I want people to think, is Ted even there this week?
Yeah, is Ted-
is it just the board?
What is Ted
responding?
doing? What is Ted doing? So I'm pressure washing the house, and all of a sudden the hose stops, and I'm like, well, what happened? Because I still, even though I got my music on, I can still hear the compressor running, or not the compressor, but the pressure washer running. And I'm like, oh no. I turn and look, okay? And this must have been so quick. I turn and look, and then all of a sudden I'm getting soaked with, I don't know, 3,000 PSI of water. The hose blew.
Nice.
Okay? Nice, other than I need to finish the job I'm on.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was nice for me.
So it was funny because I get done and I got soaked the rest of the day. I went and bought flex tape.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how you can put it on the bottom of a boat?
Lies.
Wrong. Okay? Wrong. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The tape itself, I taped it up and I go, oh man, I don't have no air in there. This is great. Now, I also cut a rubber hose, put it around it, and then put 3 clamps over the rubber hose. And I said, this is going to hold.
No.
Nah. Now, what was nice is I got about 2,700 PSI out of the hose, or out of my wand. I got about 800 PSI on my ass crack the whole time, because the hose is right where I'm you know what I mean? You can't get away from it. You're holding the wand.
Hashtag nice.
So, and I'll be honest with you, water is much colder when it's hitting certain areas of your body. So,
Well, but, hey, Brian, he finally did get a bidet.
yeah, I did. I got the hard to reach areas.
Congratulations.
But what's funny is people are asking, they're like, what, are you sweating that bad? I'm like, how is this sweat?
Yeah.
And I turn around, the front of me's not wet at all.
Yeah, well, you had swass.
Yeah. Yeah, all the way up to my neck. My hair's soaking wet. So, but yeah, it was just kind of funny.
Swass.
Neck swass. Yeah, I've never had swass that north.
Damon never gets neck swass at home.
You know what's weird? I probably do. That was my saga.
The go nuts, the goat. Wait, no, that was different.
Yeah, but that was my saga. So
Your saga.
Yeah, so I wasn't planning on talking about my laundry situation. I was actually going to brag, like, hey, it's gotten better. No,
Not so much.
not so
Chuck.
much. So here's what we've done. We've advanced to folding,
All right.
but the sorting apparently is still a problem. Okay, so I can only imagine if she goes to put on one of my shirts, she's going to fall through the neck hole.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it's going to happen. So that said, how was your week?
Actually, might make her Wow.
Wow. Yeah. I think I'm slimming down.
Yeah, I should. This is dangerous.
I'm
I've gotten
slimming-
real small.
I have my t-shirt tucked into my shoes. Am I supposed to be able to do that? Kind of weird. So how was your week?
Just this very day,
Oh,
I went to our storage facility because we decided to stop paying for, 300 by 400
yeah.
and just go down to, a smaller unit.
Ooh,
I get there.
Tetris.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And and those things are like Warrens. You can't find out where you walk in. It's just like, all right. First off, I have the number for the new one because clearly I have the new one.
Right.
Don't quite remember the number for the old one. I'll figure
Ooh,
that out.
That's kind of imperative.
But I see like, okay, the new one's got to be down there. That's okay. So I grab a cart, I go load up, I overload because I don't want to do a lot of trips.
Wait, you grab a cart? They provide carts there?
They have 4 carts there because it's an indoor one. It's nice.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I overload it, push it to the new one, put in what they've given me as a temporary lock because they put a temporary lock on there once you've rented it until you come and show up and put your own lock on it. So no one
Gotcha.
I think
can't
they're
get
just
to your
locked all
stuff.
the time. Ones that aren't rented, I think they're just locked all the time.
Yeah.
They give you the code for that. You take it off, you give it back to them, and then you put your own lock on it.
Okay.
Guess what didn't work?
Ooh.
Yeah. The code to the temp door. And I look, and of course, I'm there off hours.
I was going to say, was this a manned facility? No.
Not when I was there.
Okay.
But luckily, I look, and it's about 5 minutes to when they open. Thank God.
Okay.
But I push all the stuff back in the other one, unload it, take the cart back out.
To secure your stuff.
To secure my stuff. And what if they can't get in? And now I got to do it anyway. I might as well just do it, get it over with. And I don't want to wheel it all down there. Because first off, I'm not 100% sure what we were doing is on the up and up. Because basically we were getting we signed up under Tina for the original one.
Oh.
For the new customer.
You're getting a new customer
so
discount.
yeah, so this one was signed up under me for the new customer
So how'd you
discount.
get your stuff on a cart?
Right. Yeah. So I didn't want that conversation. We
Okay.
did it all online previously.
Because I would have pushed the cart right to the desk and asked, but I understand what you're doing.
Yeah,
I got you.
I don't want to suddenly pay you're just getting a smaller unit discount, which is probably no
someone's
discount.
downsizing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is probably just a difference in price discount.
That
right?
sounds expensive. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sitting there. I'm outside. I'm inside the thing, but there's an outside door that they're facing, but I'm on the side to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be the.
Right. You can see me.
Yeah. I'm just looking. It's locked. And finally they go, oh, we didn't see you there. I noticed.
Yeah.
And they tell me what's going on. I was like, here's what happens. Like, what's, I don't understand. Like, I had the code to this big garage door. That worked. I got the code to the inside door. That worked. I went to my unit. That code didn't work. I figured that was proof enough that I belonged. I mean, they didn't know that I had the code to the door and the other door because I have another.
Right.
I have another thing, but it's a different code. They changed the code for that. Guy comes out, figures it out. I switch it all out. So now I take what should have taken me 2 trips is 3 trips because you got to add the additional first trip.
Did they see you moving it down the hallway then or
No,
no?
I had to wait.
Yeah.
And then I come out and he's like, do you know how to get out of here? And I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, sure. You go through
Enlighten
this.
me. Yeah, enlighten
Like,
me.
please go ahead. Let me
First
know.
time here.
Well, first
New
off,
guy.
when I say what happens, they're like, oh, we're so sorry. I'm like, hey, things happen. Like, thank you very much. I'm like, I'm your first guy of the day. You don't need that kind of energy coming in. Like, I'm sure you didn't go like, hey, screw this guy. We're going to want him to come down here and yell at us. Let's mess up his temp code. You know what I mean? Like, I know they didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
But I get back home. You and Tina the same boat. She's like, no, I just would have left it in the hallway.
Yeah.
She just left the cart in the hallway in front of the new
No,
unit.
I would have pulled it with me. I would have been standing at the doorway with a cart full of crap going, hello. This doesn't work.
I was like, I know, like, I don't know what's in the boxes you packed, but the boxes I packed, that's my stuff.
Yeah.
Well, she's like, was there anyone in there? I'm like, oh, there's 1,000 units. I don't know if there's people in there. I didn't go knocking each one of them.
You want to know the best
Here
part?
to steal my stuff?
Yeah.
You here to steal my stuff? You here? Hold on, I'm still at unit 4.
Right. But even that, there's so many places to hide it because there's a door every 5 feet. So what size unit are you in now?
Well, that's like the guy, we're walking down. The guy was like, so do you know where it is? And I was like, yeah, I just came from there. It's
The
not
lock
opening.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, well, no, but you know which one of these doors goes to it. I'm like, is this a test? Are you testing me? Or do you not really know? And he's like, well, it's confusing in here. And I'm like,
The guy that works there?
I'm like, you work here, sir. And they're numbered.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, it's my first day here. Yeah. You have to keep
I
playing
go, yeah,
stupid.
you go down here, you hang a left. It's pretty easy to find. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, there it is. I know. And he gets down there and he turns, he's like, well, this isn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like me in that escape room when I was telling you that one lock. Where they're like, oh, this thing sticks. Cool, bro. Cool.
And I had just come from the Honda. That's what we call it now. I have a Honda Accord there.
From Kentucky, or
Yeah.
Okay.
I just come from the Honda dealership
Yeah.
to do some, service because I got that wrench on the thing. And it was like, you need to go and get that service.
Yeah. Hey, you know what you've been
And
neglecting?
I told you the last time I went there was a Saturday. You couldn't stir them with a stick, as my mom would say.
Right.
Today, I got there 5 after 7.
Yeah.
Already, it's pandemonium in their waiting room. And it's a huge waiting room. You could probably fit 400 people in there.
Yeah.
Like, I get my situation now, but I wanted to say to the rest of these people, do you not have jobs?
Yeah. What do you do? Right. Now, if you're at a BMW, or Ferrari dealership at that time, I understand. You're driving that car. We know what you're doing. Okay. Yeah. But when you're at a Honda dealership, shouldn't you be at work?
Right.
Yeah, I totally get it.
And they're like, we have free coffee. I'm like, do you? It's not really. I'm paying for it out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you understand that.
I'm going to take 12 cups to go.
Yeah. Can I just have this pot?
Yeah.
Like, well, you can drink all of it if you want. No, I meant the actual pot. Can
Right.
I have
I'm just going to take it home.
physical unit.
I don't have a carafe anymore. I'm going to take this with me.
I would like this carafe.
So that was a little downsizing, but you got the discount.
Yeah.
See, that's the one thing.
Yeah, I think we went from, it was weird, like the 10 by 15. It was weird. If somehow we did the math, like it's big, it's not the same shape.
Yeah, but it's bigger,
Big.
height-wise.
We did go down smaller for sure.
Yeah.
But there were 2 that were available. One was 10 by 15, and one was like 12 by something. So it was like bigger. It was more square footage, but it was cheaper. I don't know why. Probably because it was a different,
But still,
it wasn't a square. I don't know.
But that still gets me though when you're like, okay, so I'm a new person, I get a discount. What about the guy who's been there forever?
That's the thing. Like the people that's already been paying, like we're like, should we just call and say like I'm leaving unless you give the discount?
Right.
But then you have to talk to someone. So
right. You know what's
what
happening?
I was told, we just went to internet.
You get down there and all your stuff's already on a cart. We heard you were leaving. Yeah. Your stuff's on the cart.
Stuff's on a cart.
I was bluffing. We've already rented out your unit. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's already gone.
You'll find the temp code does not work.
Right. Do you know the weight of your old unit? It doesn't matter because you don't get to put anything in there. So, but no, I always hated that about companies where they're like, hey, new people, come on. We're going to give you, it's the same thing now with this, iPhone 15?
Yeah.
Switch to Verizon. We give you an iPhone 15 free. Really?
You have no loyalty to them. They have no loyalty to you.
Right.
We're going to give you guys free
We're going to give you a phone. Now, what we're going to do then, we're going to sign you whatever contract, and if you break that at all, we're going to make you pay full price for this phone. Okay, now that makes sense, but you should be able to do that for everybody.
Yeah.
Not, I have AT&T, and then AT&T bought DirecTV, so now I'm kind of in that limbo where it's like, and then they give you a discount. Oh, you get this, you get that. Cool. Can I just get what I want?
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want 57, this channel, that I don't need it, But again, if I was a new customer, they'd be like, sir, what can we give you to possibly make you happy? Oh, you've been with us 25 years? Okay. You can eat a bag. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
Yeah.
A bag of Richards? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if you've ever been to Steak and Shake. They have a thing right above. It says, take home a sack.
Yeah.
They're all for you.
You can gnaw on those all the way home. So I'm going to give you a can't sleep commercial. You know how I used to tell you, like I'd wake up and I'd always see cool stuff. This one here I've seen several times, but it just kind of struck me actually today. It struck me.
We can do that? I will gladly strike you.
I can strike you. You know how I said can't stir him with a stick? I think I could stir Damon with a stick. Yeah.
Well,
that's a weird angle. I don't know why.
I don't understand. I don't get the angle of the dangle here. I don't like it. Do not like it.
So do you remember we were kids and G.I. Joe taught us knowing is half the battle?
Right. The other half is red and blue lasers.
Right. So have you heard of Friday Plans?
No.
Friday Plans is ED pills for when your Joe doesn't yo.
I see.
Okay? It's not yo Joe. It's no Joe.
Yeah.
Okay?
No Joe.
You lost your mojo because you got no Joe and you need yo Joe. So anyway, by the way, that rolled off my tongue. That was nice.
G.I. Joe isn't there.
Yeah. But what's funny is, so their whole premise, right, is that these are only $4, where at CVS, they're $46. Listen.
If I'm going generic on anything, it's not it's not my G.I. Joe equipment.
No, listen. So, and the other thing is, this is what the guy...
Friday Plans?
That's the name of the company, Friday Plans. Okay? Yes. That's what's kind of struck me, because I was like, and wait, there's more coming, because...
All right, Billy Mays.
The packaging is weird. Everything's weird. So anyway, they're talking about how they're $46 if you go to Walgreens or CVS. Okay. Listen, odds are, if I go to Walgreens or CVS, okay, I probably have a copay.
Right.
Okay? If I get it from the mail, I probably don't.
Right.
You know?
But their thing is going to be like, you don't have to go to CVS and be like, yeah, it's under Paracchio.
Right. So, yeah, you have to go in here. Hey, I'm here for the boner pills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you file those under? Oh, sadness. Okay, gotcha. But it says
Now, here's a question I have.
yeah.
And this is a deep cut for those of you on insurance and unemployed. Does Cobra pay for
For your Yojo?
for your Joe pills?
Oh, could you imagine that? That's like the enemy. Yeah, that's the enemy.
Not for you.
Yeah, that's the enemy. Yeah, you're not getting this. You're not getting this.
Not for you.
Sorry, but they ask you. So here's what the guy says. He goes, "Well, you have to answer a questionnaire, and then a doctor will decide if you qualify." Okay, listen. I'm answering a questionnaire on generic boner pills.
Yeah.
What are the qualifications?
Also, is this part of the Mouseketeer Club? It's a question.
Right.
It's a questionnaire.
Yeah, it's a questionnaire. And then and I have two questions other than the ones I've already blatantly asked. So Friday plans. If you're the doctor that went to med school and your job now is you answer the questionnaire.
What if that's your moonlighting job?
Oh, your side job.
Yeah, your side gig.
Oh, that's
What
your
if
pressure
you
washing
clock
gig.
out? Hey, what are you heading to? Oh, I got to find out if the spaghetti's cooked or uncooked.
Yeah.
Bunch of dudes sitting in there.
Just going to go
Yeah.
play with G.I. Joe guys and see what's up. That's it.
Hey,
Yeah.
is your spaghetti al dente?
Yeah.
Probably still use this. Maybe not. Maybe you don't need it for Friday night.
Right.
But
And so that doctor's got to be overly qualified.
for sure.
For sure.
Oh yeah. If you're
Dr. Nick.
spending your
It's
off,
got to be
yeah.
Dr. Nick, right? Hi,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're spending your off time,
Yeah.
remotely judging, the sturdiness of Wang, you're probably not.
And so then my second question was, what do you think the questions are you have to answer?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But this questionnaire, how personal does it
I'm
get?
telling you, it's probably just like they just filmed someone cooking some Barilla, and then they were like, "All right, circle where yours gets."
Yeah.
But they reverse the process because
Right.
you start with it cooked.
No, they do the pain chart.
Yeah.
Are you smiling?
Right.
Or are you over here? Are you frowning?
If we throw it at the wall, will it stick
Will it stick?
or break?
Yeah, because we want it to break. Will it stick? Yeah, then it's not good. It's not good. So here's what's weird. The guy pulls out out of the packaging, okay, which has a rooster on it. Okay, weird.
A doodle do.
Yeah. So anyway, it's got a rooster on it. Pulls it out. It is a stream of individually packaged pills, which looks surprisingly like what you used to have a stream of other things that pertain to the same G.I. Joe guy.
All right.
And this is what he does. He tears one off and goes, "You can tuck it right in your wallet." And he puts it right in his wallet. Okay, listen here, scumbag. Nobody really cares a wallet anymore. Everybody's got like money clips, and whatever else.
We're on the wrong page on that because you can take all your money clips in the face of the earth. You can throw them into the sun. Hate them. They're the dumbest thing in the world. Go ahead. Pass on.
Yeah, they're the coolest thing.
They are the dumbest thing in the
you're,
world.
You're dead to me now.
Good.
So
Well,
I hope your
I
G.I.
don't-
Joe guy doesn't
I don't
work,
care.
and I hope I'm not going to tell you the name of this company again.
I don't care. You can pry it out of my cold dead wallet for all I care.
But he tucks it in there, and I started laughing. I'm like, who needs to have that happen on command in like a really short amount of time?
Well, this is the thing I also wanted to ask because remember the Cialis commercials? They were for the same thing. They'd show two old people in tubs on a hill, like stainless steel tubs, taking a bath on a hill. Like if you have the energy
to climb the hill,
a hill with a stainless steel tub and
fetch
hold water to
and
it,
fetch water. Yes, yeah. There's not water uphill.
Right.
You're bringing the water up the hill with you.
But you can't,
Yeah.
storm the castle with the G.I. Joe guy.
Maybe
you shouldn't have wasted all your energy pulling that steel tub up the hill.
Maybe the shagging takes place at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe bring a tub big enough for you both can sit in the same tub. That's also part of the
You
problem.
let her carry the water because you got a big enough tub. You're like, you carry the water because I am focused completely on this G.I. Joe guy getting to the position it needs to get to.
They don't need,
Right. They could carry water.
Right.
They could be exhausted. Doesn't matter. Listen. They could almost be asleep. Anyway,
but you're right. The timing on that is weird because what if you misjudge that?
Yeah.
What
Things are going great. She goes to the bathroom. Things are going great. She comes back. I really got to go. Crap. How long is it? I don't know how long it lasts. Yeah. Okay. But
do they ever retreat the G.I. Joe pill?
Yeah. So my thought was, and this is where I would like to have that on demand for one reason only. I would use it like a cyanide pill when someone has a problem with me and wants to fight me, no one's going to fight the 300-pound dude. Right.
Sausage.
With the G.I. Joe guy standing at attention. All right? No one's going to do that. If he's saluting, we're not fighting. We're not fighting. Okay? So that's like a cyanide pill to me. I am literally in a bunker. I see it coming. Here it comes. Pop it in. And then you get there and you're like, hey, get out here. I want to talk to you. Never mind. I'm good. You know, and they're going to turn around and go away. So that's how I would treat it.
I'm not going to disillusion you. I'm going to let you live with that.
Yeah.
Because I want to see someone just haul off and kick you right in your...
in the full Joe?
In your battle plan.
Yeah. Hey, yo,
this
Joe.
did not go as I'd planned.
Yeah, this did not work. So, but I just figured...
Oh, so
yes,
much
it
pain.
would be. But that's how I would treat it, like a cyanide pill. So again, it is called Friday Plans. And that's kind of a catchy name because you're like, hey, we're going into the weekend. What do you got planned? I don't know. I think I'm going to pull a pill out of my wallet and see what happens. You know? Yeah.
Well, let's see. I got a 20. I got my driver's license. I got my debit card. I got my Friday plans.
Yeah. You know what's weird though too? Like you have to sneak that pill because you can't like be in front of her and be like, hey, things are going great, huh? Huh? You know, and you're like holding it to your mouth. Are things good?
Oh, can I get one of those? No. They're not.
No.
They're not certs.
They're not for you. They will affect the certs, but they're not certs. They will turn certs into Rolos. Okay, but here's what I'm telling you: it is not for you. You do not get these. By the way, Rolos is full of caramel. I would think that's way better. Anyway, way better than certs. So let's go on to some fun facts. All right. You throw up a little in your mouth.
Oh, every time we talk,
You look. So regardless, basically, of topic, you're just going to throw up in your mouth. I got you.
well, no, I honestly, when you walked in, I was like,
Yeah. So here, I'm going to go off the first one. We're gonna stay on G.I. Joe, guys. Zippers are the single most common cause of G.I. Joe injury in the U.S. for adults between 2002 and 2012. Get this number. Over 17,000 American men ended up in emergency rooms because they got their G.I. Joe guy caught in a zipper. 17,000 people.
here's my question.
Yeah.
I don't go commando between myself and zippers.
Correct. No, I don't either.
So I have a buffer.
I have a buffer, but also, how fast are you zipping? Are we breaking a record? Because when I have something very important in the way, like if I leave something behind the door in my room and my door doesn't open, I don't just kick the door in.
Right.
I start maneuvering and manipulating and making sure that whatever's behind that door, I don't just jack the door
I will
right
say
into.
that having traveled quite a bit recently, not anymore.
Yeah.
I've used a lot of public restrooms.
Yes.
And I can't tell you the amount of dudes that'll walk away from the urinal before they're fully,
Oh, yeah.
like, guys, you have a whole thing there. Stand there
Yeah.
and finish up.
Yeah. My shoes are wet.
Like, I understand there's a line, because usually what happens, a plane lets out.
Oh, I
If
got you.
two or more planes let out at the same time.
Right.
Instead of being smart like I do and walk down to like the third bathroom, because there's like a bathroom every like 15
Oh, yeah.
15 feet. They all go to the first one.
Yeah.
And then inevitably there's a line. Now, just tighten it up, tuck it up. Like you don't need to like carry it over to the sink.
Well, and how much are you packing your time tight if you don't have an extra like 3 seconds?
Well, this is people like leaving. They're going to they're not heading towards the plane. They have plenty of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unless it's a layover, I get that. But
Yeah.
then
But even then,
those are the people that wait. Like they have time. They get on the plane. They've been sitting there forever. As soon as the plane gets in the air, the thing beeps. They get up and go to the bathroom. Like we just got on this plane.
right, you were on ground.
You are an adult.
Yeah.
We just left a place that has 475 toilets.
Right.
Why did you wait to go
Yeah.
into that half phone booth
Yeah.
that's curved to shorten you? Be like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to pee on the plane.
I picture that old Chris Farley thing where the tie gets stuck.
Pretty much.
And you're flushing. Yeah. That's why I said I don't, I'm claustrophobic to begin with. I couldn't imagine getting in there. So, and then
Well,
people
now I
join
have a goal.
People join the Mile High Club. So there's 2 people in there.
Well,
Is that-
you'd never.
No?
You wouldn't fit another person in there.
No? So if I joined the Mile High Club, it'd be a dead giveaway that I did that myself.
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So is that like the half Mile High Club because you didn't really have somebody with you? That's
Honestly,
probably-
I don't.
it's a 20.
I've never been in a airplane bathroom and be like, oh, this is roomy.
Yeah. So spacious. I think
Yeah.
I'll stretch my legs out.
I could barely fit my feet in the floor. I can't imagine,
Right.
Brian, comment. You've been international.
Yeah, Brian.
Are those bathrooms bigger?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
He adds so much to this podcast. It's not even funny. I can't
He's the
imagine.
best color man in the business.
I cannot imagine him not having a microphone. So I just couldn't imagine it. So anyway, here's my second fun fact. Cats were a common wedding gift among Vikings due to their association with the goddess of luck, Freya. Okay, if a big Viking guy is coming at me, the last thing I think he's going to do is hand me a kitten. Okay?
Well, great. We're like, hey, everyone, just make sure everyone's ready for battle. Everyone's good to go. Psst, 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 psst. Everyone cool? All right, let's go.
Well, the other thing is, and again, didn't Vikings, didn't they R-word and pillage? Isn't that what they do? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
most
invading hordes would do such things.
Right,
yes.
but my point is, how many of them then are holding a sack of kittens? Hey, real sorry about that. Here's a kitty cat. You know what I mean? What do you do?
I don't know if that was what they do, because I don't know if you know this. Cats are evil. They are not, like, I can see them totally get behind.
Oh, it'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, I left him 10 cats.
Yeah, maybe that's where cats learn how to knock stuff down and, like, just be straight up dicks.
That's probably what it is. They're like, we got a little Viking in us. Little, is that Norwegian? Is that Viking? Norway? Right?
Yeah, this Scandinavian area.
Yeah. Scandinavia. Is that a country?
No,
It's
an area.
It's an area.
Yeah.
So what's Norwegia?
Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark. That's the...
Gotcha. That's part of the Scandinavian stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
what's Norwegian probably...
Yeah.
You probably... I don't want to say you nailed it, but you close.
Was I?
Yeah. It's one of the countries that's up there for sure.
So you really will not give me credit. Will you give me kitten? Can I have a kitten?
Yeah, sure.
It's the goddess of luck. So again, I just
picture
picture
your house first so I can pillage.
I was going to say, I just picture these Viking ships coming in, you know, like
what if that's their advanced team? They just open the door. Wow. Yeah. And while people are either fighting or petting a cat, then they come in behind and be like,
that's what it is.
Yeah, game on.
That's what it is. Hey.
Yo, Joe.
Yeah, they are totally paying attention
maybe
to
that's
cat.
the thing. The cat sets up the scene while they're taking their Friday night plan.
It buys them the time.
Yeah.
Buys them time. Wait a minute. Are we going to pillage in the next hour? Because I have to get my wallet out and I have to take this pill.
Are we attacking on Friday?
Ooh.
Because what if you're not?
I'm going to do my Friday night plans. What is that now? Listen, it's no copay. Because if you go to CVS, I can just imagine the Vikings. Don't go to CVS. Now, that's $46.
That Friday night plan, what was their tagline? Like, Friday night plan, even if it's a Tuesday.
No. They had no tagline. It was, hey, put one of these in your wallet. Yeah, it was just really, it was a dumb
your wallet
commercial.
Will hold it until it goes in your mouth.
It's a guy, you know how when you used to watch the old commercials about, do you have life insurance? Or you said you get life insurance. No, I didn't. Bill, what happens? Like those commercials where they're just the worst actors around.
Well, there was that one, but there was
counter.
also the one that was similar to this, where there was a guy that had that like creepy smile on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but this is a guy sitting in his kitchen with an envelope, an unmarked envelope that just got his Friday night plans in it. Yeah. Friday plans. So anyway, if you get your G.I. Joe
Predator.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm delivering this package. So here's the next one. This one, because you're a coffee drinker. I'm not a coffee drinker. The world's strongest coffee, a.k.a. Death Wish coffee. Have you heard of this?
Mm-hmm.
Contains 200% more caffeine than a normal cup of coffee. This is not recommended to people who want to sleep at some point in the next 3 days. I don't know that that's really how it works.
That's true.
That's not how it works, right?
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, so I believe that we tarnished the end of our fun fact on here with some speculation. But 200% more caffeine, I mean, I'm sure that's probably the real math.
Yeah, that's probably a lot. I mean, but the energy drinks they have on now that have like 300 milligrams of caffeine, and people will drink those back to back. I don't know how those people like don't explode.
Yeah. So true story. When I was at
true story.
when I was in the Michigan facilities checking that out with my cousin Sean, we were getting ready to leave, and he goes, "Hey, you guys want a drink for the road or something?" He goes, "Because you know what? All I got over here is a Monster fridge, and it's just full of Monster drinks." He goes, "What do you?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not gonna. I've never had a Monster drink, and I don't know that my body's built to have a Monster drink."
Yeah, you probably would have made it partially down the mitt, and
then
you would have slid into Michigan's death.
I would have been done. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have just been like, wow, this is really great.
Yeah. Even my son's like, no, I'm good. And I'm not saying they sell a lot of drinks.
You would have been Tony the Tired.
Yeah.
They're grrr.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling
That's
you.
a pretty good Tony the Tiger.
That was okay until you start snoring. Yeah. So, but my point is like the 200% more caffeine. I've never had a cup of coffee, so I don't really know. Does that really give you a jolt? I know there's people that say I can't do anything till I have coffee. Is that really a jolt?
No, I think those people are just addicted to it, and if they don't have it, they have headaches and withdrawal. Because that's true. That's for the gym.
So, like, I don't drink a lot of soda. So when I have like if I have a Coke, can of Coke or something, it really does like I don't get jittery, but it's like there's a lot of sugar and I don't know. Is there caffeine in that too, or is that just normal?
It depends on which one you're drinking. Yeah, there's a lot.
If I was drinking a regular can of Coke as opposed to a cup of coffee, I'm just trying to put it in relation.
If you're drinking just like water all the time, then a can of Coke will set your system off.
Very similar to what a cup of coffee does for people.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Now, I would like to make a disclaimer.
Yeah,
that checks out. TCO Productions does not recommend you replicating anything you're about to hear on this show. But in college, I know a guy that looked a lot like me.
Did he have hair though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not surprisingly, not as much as he did in high school. And it was only a year prior.
Weird.
But took a lot of no dose. What is the?
Yeah, no dose. White Cross. No, was the other one?
No, there was a brand name. I can't think of it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I thought it was a V. I think. Anyway, took a lot of that. Could physically walk on the ceiling.
Really?
For a while.
Really?
But then when that shut off, it was like a light switch.
And then were you out like?
I was in the middle of the floor of the dorm. People were like stepping on me
just for an extended period of time.
Yeah. I mean, eventually I was able to crawl back in and go to bed. But yeah, it was like, boom, boom. It was straight up and straight down. Mac is showing you here that a can of Coke is 3 to 4 times less caffeine than a cup of coffee.
Gotcha.
But if you don't have caffeine at all,
right,
then yes.
Because there's caffeine in iced tea too, correct?
Yes, but that's also pretty mild.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's partially why like kids get all wound up if you give them a Coke. If they're like 10, because it's a lot.
Yeah,
of
it's not the sugar;
relatively.
it's the caffeine.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's a lot too. Like
now, Mountain Dew has more caffeine.
Mountain Dew. Yeah, that's the one where
it doesn't have like again as much as coffee or anything. But now I'm telling you, go back. What did that say, Mac? Was it like 35 milligrams?
For you're talking about for
34
I think Starbucks has like 200 milligrams.
Yeah, 35. So, but if you get a can of Monster or some of the other ones, it's 300. So it's 10 times
10 times that.
10 times that.
In about the same size, a little bit
some
bigger.
People like will shotgun those back to back.
Yeah, my son just said that the other day.
Those people, I don't know how they don't explode.
The kid had 2 Red Bulls. He said they were the tall cans, like the Arizona teas. He goes, he had 2 Red Bulls back to back. He goes, he shotgunned one and then he started drinking the other one. And I'm like, what are you doing? And again, if your body builds up a tolerance to caffeine, I'm sure it reacts differently, but your body can only take so much stuff, It can only take so much stuff.
Oh,
so
here's what I had.
At least I know what it is in relation.
Here's what I had at the Honda, the blonde roast.
The blonde roast.
But I probably was a short, so I had probably 300 milligrams of
caffeine.
But by the time I got over to the storage facility, so, I was trying to roid out.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
to move the boxes.
Yeah, and then you had to wait, and then it all wore off.
Yeah,
and then you had to move the shit. That was like, pretty crazy.
Chad, don't make me angry.
So it's like you took your Friday plans. 2 hours too early.
Too early. Yeah.
Too early. So, wow. I never thought about that either. Think about it. So when the Friday plans is done, and you only had one in your wallet.
Yeah.
Now what do you do? Saturday regret? I mean, what do you got now?
Yeah.
So you really need to time. It's kind of like a pass interference call in football. You want to get there the same time as the ball. No pun intended. You want to get there right at the same time as the ball. You don't want to be there early, okay? Yeah. And if you're there late, she's probably already gone. She's already in the end zone. She's done. She scored. So
you don't want to peak in the wrong time of the week if you know.
Correct.
Because it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday plans. You don't want to peak on Thursday.
Yeah, you don't want to be. Thursday's my day. Yeah. That's not when everybody else is ready. I got one more fun fact, and this one is kind of weird. I just don't understand it. Today, there are 300 bodies frozen in liquid nitrogen in America, in the hope that science will one day be able to bring them back to life. So, we're gonna go stupid here for the Austin Powers thing. When you're cryogenically frozen, okay, he was still alive. You know what I mean? So right. you didn't take the carcass of somebody and go, okay, well, there's a body there. So that was the thing that gets me. The other thing is are these people donating themselves, or do they just have so much money that they can just be like, here we go? I picture that Mr. Burns cyborg. Remember the one where he's got the head is still, like 4,000 years in the future and the head's still going.
Futurama was the same thing. We were just all heads.
Right.
Everyone would survive with the heads.
Yeah, but 300 bodies frozen in liquid nitrogen in the hope that science will one day be able to bring them back to life. So it doesn't, I guess it doesn't say that they're physically dead.
But that makes no sense.
It's weird. And again,
because have you ever seen a banana or a rose go into liquid nitrogen?
No, I haven't.
Just drop it, it literally shatters like glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're telling me, you're like, oh, you know what? Science will figure this out. Not only to solve the problem of aging, or if they were dying of cancer or they were dying from dementia or something, they have to solve that problem. But they also have to solve how you reanimate a literal like freezer burnt popsicle.
Yeah. A popsicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got the cleaning guy mopping around you every night. What happens when he bumps into you and you fall like a statue out of the
not that,
thing?
but he unplugs to
charge his phone?
No, it plugs to use his vacuum or his floor buffer. Plugs back in. So you get a little thawed and then you freeze up again. You get a little thawed, you freeze up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we could have saved him, but he's freezer burnt all the way through.
I was going to say, yeah. Did someone open the baggie?
He looks a little crystally. We didn't expect that.
Again, you got to have just an insane amount of money to do something like that. And if you are literally frozen in, well, you're frozen in time. I get it. No pun intended. But if you're literally frozen before you pass, the state you come out of that in is the state you went into it in.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you went in
at 47 years old, if I went in, I come out at 47 years old. Now, here's the problem at 47 years old. I know how to use this phone in my hand. I know how to use certain things. 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, I don't know how to use anything. Nothing. So at 47 years old.
I'm telling you right now, you can just go the hard way.
Yeah.
10 years, you won't know how to use technology.
Right. Just write it out, David.
Barely know how to use it now.
Just write it out. You're gonna be fine.
You will be fine.
So 300 bodies though, and again, these are either people that are donated to science or whatever else. It's kind of a weird thing, but I picture that cryogenically, that Austin Powers thing where you thaw him out, and then he's got to pee. Yeah. Like he got off the airplane. I got to pee.
I mean, it's funny. It was what 95, 96, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Still the reference.
It is. And people get it.
Still the reference made when someone is like, man, are you still going to the bathroom? Yeah. Or even when let the dog out. What's the dog doing? I don't know. Austin Powers. I don't.
Yeah.
He is still going.
He's still
I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah.
Now, recently, I don't know where I was. I came home after being out for a while. And I was like, wait, what's this out here? And like, oh, your dog decided to stoop poop.
No way.
Which means it was raining.
Yeah.
So he just went out real quick. He probably, knowing him, based on where it was, he probably just like backed out.
Yeah.
Just backed the trailer out.
Kept the head in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let go at the hitch and then came back in. Now, I was impressed because, that was someone else in my house who had come up with the phrase stoop poop.
So that's nice. Well, they probably heard it. They probably heard it. That's got to be a common phrase in your house,
because my dog would do that all the time. Like, do you need to go outside? Yeah. You open the door. He will stay inside and just turn his head around the corner.
Yeah.
And just look out.
I needed to do this. This is what I needed.
What's great, though, is that whenever if someone's working upstairs and I'm in the kitchen and I'll finish my meal and clean up everything in the sink or in the dishwasher, sit back down at the table, I'm finishing off my beverage or watching the rest of my show or reading whatever, finishing that. The dog was like, oh, well, I'm done with this person. I need to go upstairs and let them know that person is done with food, and then I need to go outside.
Yeah.
The dog will not ask me to just literally lean over and go shh and open the door.
Right.
It infuriates the other people in the house, and I love it.
That's good. That's good. Hey.
Oh, were you just eating? Yeah. The dog had to come up and tell me? Apparently. Not my problem. That's your dog.
I know it's your dog. You can say it all day long, but it's your dog.
Oh, it's their dog when it's...
Oh, yeah, when it's misbehaving?
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Misbehaving, yeah. When it's run through the house with a pickle in its mouth?
Run through the house with a pickle in the mouth.
By the way, that's a great reference, too. And I hope that becomes just as famous as Austin Power in it.
Yeah.
So let's do this.
Now I'm going to listen to that on the way home.
I know. Can we do a strange story? Let's do a strange story.
Strange stories.
Okay, this one, the title kind of got me. A 13-foot-long python survives 5 months eating cats in a trailer park.
You know what's weird?
Huh.
My mom just sent me that story today.
Are you being serious?
I can pull it up.
That's crazy. Did you read it?
Well, she did it in her way, where instead of sending me the story, she paraphrased it into an email.
Got ya.
And I was like, I'm not going to research this because what if? Strange stories. Turns out.
There's no more dreams come true. Yeah. Dreams come true.
These dreams go on. So it's a
13-foot python survives 5 months. That's a long time. eating cats in a trailer park.
Is this how they took down the Vikings?
You know what? That was supposed to be a goddess. Turns out pythons are way more impressive than cats. Staff at the mobile home park had told residents to be on the lookout throughout the week, according to Nextstar's radio station. The alert sent also said they would be taking care of it soon. So here, we want you to be on the lookout.
Is that like,
and we're going to be taking care of it.
Is that like normal landlord soon?
Right.
Hey, Randy, where are we at in the cat disappearance? I don't know. It's on the list.
This is more like a recall. Don't have a contingency plan. Like, hey, we know those airbags are going to go off and blow up stuff in your face. So what are we doing to replace it? We don't know yet. We're engineering.
We're on top of it.
Now, I got that letter 3 years ago. Listen, we want to be right.
Hey, just letting you know.
We're just letting you know. Could happen.
Yeah.
And when it does,
we're letting you know.
No recourse.
Because from this point on, that you're taking that risk.
Yeah.
We have warned you.
Yeah. Don't drive it.
You could just park your car.
Don't drive it.
You're the one driving.
Yeah.
You're the one letting your cat out.
Yeah.
That's on you.
That's on you.
You're only getting a replacement cat. Also on you.
Correct. But it says experts say more than likely the snake was a pet that either got loose or the owner let it out. Okay.
Is this another wallaby thing?
I don't think people were really actively...
people are missing cats, and the guy that owned the snake was like...
Okay, should I tell him?
Yeah, I was like, who in this neighborhood knows I had a snake?
Right, yeah. Okay.
Did I tell anyone?
Yeah. Is his name Rupert? Because that's going to be very irritating. So it says the constricting is what's the dangerous part. No, the python is what's the dangerous part, okay? If it can eat your animal, it may choke it first and kill it. I get it. But it's still going to eat it.
Right.
Okay? So, and I love people that actually have said in the past, are like, yeah, but it's only like 2 foot long. I watched a guy, and I've said this on here. I watched a guy run a boa constrictor, not a python, boa constrictor, through his belt loops because it fit. And he was a skinny dude. And as he's standing there talking to me going, oh, real snake skin, he didn't change colors, but he couldn't breathe. And we had to get the thing off from around him. Guess what makes it way harder? It's in belt loops. Okay? You've conveniently made it much more difficult to get this thing off of you.
You like a challenge, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, we'll call him a grown man because he was probably 18, 19 years old. So a full-size adult, okay, had a maybe 1 inch, 1.5 inch round snake, okay, basically choke him out.
I wasn't paying attention. Are we back to the Friday plans thing?
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, so you need it 4 hours early. You're good.
We're talking about snakes and cats.
Yeah, but it says the constricting is a dangerous part. It's not. It says you can have small children or pets going near this thing, and that's why this should have been tackled a whole lot sooner. Things could have gotten much worse.
You think?
Okay, we all know this. So it says we were using our thermal camera last week, but because it was cold-blooded.
I was just going to say, you're using a thermal camera to detect something that does not generate heat.
We had to just look for the outline of him. Okay, there's a trace of a snake.
Okay, so there's the absence of heat in a snake shape. That might be it.
That might be it. Might be it right there. You know what else is weird? There are 3 cats not moving in the middle of that shape.
Hey, this is weird, Dave. There's 300 humans that are putting out a really blue hue over here. Is this trailer park near the cryogenics facility?
What are we doing over here? Are they fragile?
Could you imagine being thawed out? Because it's not unthaw, by the way. That would just be freezing something.
Correct.
People, hey, you got to unthaw that? No, it's already frozen, jackass. But can you imagine being thawed out just to all of a sudden be like, you walk 10 feet and a snake eats you? Some bitch.
Yeah. Woo! You take your first couple steps. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. That's the other thing, too. I hate to say it, is no matter how you're frozen. I was in a hospital bed for 20 days. I couldn't walk. But imagine being in there for how many years?
Why you got to bring back my least favorite memory of this?
Because remember when you did walk?
Remember when you got out?
We hated that. Yeah, we hated it. If you were still in that tube.
Now I'm going to get the calls from the 3 people in your family that care about you.
Yeah.
Would you stop saying that about Damon?
But it says they can get up to 24 feet long. Okay, story just popped in my head. I got to tell you this story. The same guy who put the snake around him, okay, same snake, 2 years later, 3 years later. By the way, they get as big as you let them get in their tank. So they only get as big as their tank, okay?
Oh, so that's the problem. We should just put you in a smaller tank.
Correct. I need a smaller tank. I need a tank top. I need a tankini. Is that what they call those?
Wait, what?
No, that sounds randy. So anyway.
I'm not randy. I'm really not.
So anyway, this guy, I'm not going to use his name because you would know him. The snake got out, okay? In his house, couldn't find it. Fast forward, we're talking, I don't know, 8 months, 12 months, 14 months. No.
14 months, 38 cats, somewhere around that timeline.
Here's the deal. He is getting out of the shower one day, okay? And he looks over, and his girlfriend is laying in bed, and the covers are moving. Yeah, here's the deal. It was wintertime, and this thing was cold, apparently. So it was cuddling up to her for warmth, and this thing was huge. This thing was probably
was it the big
6
bopper?
feet long.
Hello, baby.
Yeah. It's probably 6 feet long by this time, because you got to figure, it's probably been living in the crawl space or wherever else, eating mice, eating whatever. It's eating good. It's living good in the neighborhood. Yeah, it's living good.
Saw it. Yep.
So, but anyway, you saw that coming, huh? You had to get out in front of it?
Yep.
So anyway, but my point was, when he found this thing, now he had to like turn it in because it's too big. He can't put it back in his tank. You know what I mean? So, but to just think,
was it too big? Because now it has a girlfriend-shaped like silhouette in its gullet.
Thing weighs like an extra 150 pounds. Where's the girlfriend? I don't know.
Somewhere in here, I think.
I can't find her. Can we get that outline thing going?
Yeah,
we can see. Let's see. But yeah, so that was a true story. He sees the covers moving, and then again, he had to do this quietly because. Yeah.
My covers never move up by themselves when I'm alone.
That's weird. I can't get the covers to go that high. This is so wild. So anyway, that's a true story. So this thing was probably 5-6 feet long. He had to turn it in then. But he had to get it off of her. You know, he's lucky that it didn't constrict her.
Well, here's the saving grace.
Yeah.
She doesn't sleep with belt loops.
Correct. Yes. That is correct. But the fact of the matter is that he could have come back to a major problem. So anyway, let's see here. Home is pretty long.
What's my liability on this?
Oh, so it thinks it's in a crawl space. It's a 13-foot snake. Oh, to think it's in a crawl space, that wouldn't be impossible. When we looked underneath the floor of the home, that's when we started seeing a bunch of carcasses of large animals. Now, I don't know what they consider a large animal. I can imagine each one of those cats put up a nasty fight. Okay, so a cat's a large animal? I mean, it's bigger than a mouse, I guess, right?
Right.
Is that where we're going? And it's like, it's the size of a pet.
Yeah, because if you like seeing squirrels or, groundhogs or...
Right, you wouldn't think nothing about that.
Whatever,
or even raccoons. I mean, raccoon
I think the raccoon would be the size of a cat.
Yeah, I would think so. So it says, when it's been attacked that many times and to that extent, the nice, non-aggressive pet snake we once knew is now dangerous. Listen, I don't know
No. That snake was dangerous from day one.
Correct. Remember the constricting? Remember what you were focused on at the beginning? They could do that when it was a nice pet.
Yeah.
It could still do that. So it says
this falcon really turned into a son of a bitch.
So this guy, that's exactly what it is. I picture now the falconer having his arm out. Yeah.
Wow, that bird got real angry.
That thing is mean. Yeah. But it says, so the guy that's tracking this thing says he created a trap around the house that has a 24-hour live feed watching it at all times. That just means the camera shows you what the snake did when you were sleeping.
Yeah.
That doesn't, do you have an alarm?
Yeah, it plays, we're caught in a trap.
Yeah. So it says, as soon as that thing makes a move, the camera alerts my phone and I'm able to get out there and take care of that thing. The park staff told me to do whatever I can and take any matters necessary to get rid of the snake. And I plan to do that.
Lock and load.
Yeah. First off, you sound like a dork, okay? You sound like Billy the Exterminator, only like you'd have less friends.
Yeah.
You know, remember that show? That guy was weird.
This sounds like a guy that would burn down his own trailer and then be like, you guys told me to do whatever it took.
Yeah,
you're going to take care of that trailer, right?
Yeah, the snake was in there. And then all of a sudden you see it moving by, you're like, there must be two snakes.
Yeah, you see a snake just like, slithering up to warm up.
All of a sudden, his trailer's like the JFK. There's a second snake.
There's a
second snake. It was right over there.
Back and to the left.
To the left. Where was that snake? Back and to the left. Okay? You're right, though. He probably burned down his own stuff. He's like, what'd you do? I got that snake. You told me.
You told
me.
Whatever means. I assumed that I was on your insurance for that.
Yeah.
Reliable.
And whatever means I'm going to do what I means to do. Yeah. By the way, I had a lot of nice stuff in there. So you're going to have to pay for all of that. In your trailer. Yes. Yeah.
I had a Lamborghini Countach.
Yeah. Right.
In your trailer.
I did.
Those are really, very aerodynamic.
First off, it was what was attracting the snake. We all know they love high-end vehicles.
Yeah.
That's absolutely.
Snakes are very into Italian vehicles. You know that, right?
I had a Cobra Mustang. I was baiting it. Okay. I had a Cobra Mustang.
Yeah.
I was baiting this thing.
You know its name was Shelby, right?
Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find us at thatchecksout.net, all the socials, that checks out, WDT. This has been a TCO Productions recorded to you from Audio Hive Podcast Studio. Come down, talk to Brian, do your own podcast. He'll love it. He'll love you. Maybe he'll talk in the microphone. He doesn't hear, doesn't even need one.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next time.
What's weird is I heard his chair lean forward like, oh no, he was not ready. He was not ready. So.
And I blew through the entire ending.
It's the opposite of the beginning.
Didn't even take a breath. Didn't even mess up. Just right on through.
You must have Friday plans.
On Wednesday. Hump day!